baby, what's up? Starting a few minutes early. What's going on, folks? Good to see everybody. Ooh. Battle Purple. What the fuck is that? I didn't know they did Battle Purple. That's cool. Congrats, dude. Eclipse. Okay. I kind of want another Hinder. I've been, the last couple of days, I've kind of been thinking, you know what? I kind of want another Hinder, man. I just filmed a video. It's coming out tomorrow morning. I did a comparison between the XM18 3.5 inch and the McNeese Mac 2 3.5 inch. It's a really interesting comparison because they're both 3.5 inch blades, but the McNeese is such a more compact package than the XM18. Same blade length, but the McNeese just it just fits it so well into the handle. You know what I mean? Like the tip is just right down there. So I think ergonomically the Hinderer is a little more comfy. It's just more like, I don't know, locked in sort of feeling. There's no like hot spots on the McNeese, but the Hinderer is just a little more ergonomic. But I mean, the McNeese definitely has some really good aspects about it too. The only downside with the Hinderer is I think the measurement behind the edge when you get it stock is just too thick. At least it was on this one. This used to be a Spanto. Now, I haven't measured behind the edge for like their slicer grinds. I hear they're thick too. I don't know for sure. The McNeese, back here, it's like 17 thousandths, which is much thinner than the Hinderer used to be. And then it gets thick towards the tip, so it's a pretty good slicer. So that's definitely a big advantage with the Hinderer, or the McNeese has. There's just less bells and whistles on McNeese too. There's no over travel stop. There's no, tip up carry op or tip down carry options. Just like less going on. It's really simple, very simple knife. It was a tie between, at least for the content creator portion, it was Jason tied with Neil from The Night's Edge, and then the winner of the community bracket was whoever had the Rect PM or Para 3 Reblade. I don't know whose knife it was, but they won. It was a really sick knife. It's a Para 3 Reblade, and it was pretty badass. My knife only got 3 votes. But I didn't expect for it to win because I didn't have the money, really, was the issue, to really go all out. So I just threw something cheap together just so I could have something to enter. Yeah, it was on Roll Shambo channel. Yeah, it sure was. Yep. I wish I knew whose it was. Anybody know? Yo Jimbo. Fetish. Never owned a Yojimbo. Man, every time I pick up this button lock raccoon with the top lock, I'm like, holy shit, this is good. This got to be one of the best budget knives. A link to watch what? The live stream with the contest? What's up, Ginger? Yeah. I'm really liking this one. The French Broadjack. I just think it looks really cool. Doesn't it look cool? That could be one of the giveaway things tonight. I want to give away 2 things tonight. Because I got 2 of these French Broadjacks. I'll probably give away one of them. What's up, man? Which one are you talking about? Line Steel Nano? I'm not familiar with that. You could look it up, though. Line Steel Nano. I'm not familiar with Line Steel at all, besides their collaborations with Spyderco. Frame lock. Interesting. I don't know. After experiencing the Spy Mito, I just didn't like it, man. The fit and finish felt like just kind of weird. I don't know. I don't think I would buy another Lion Steel, if I'm being honest. The button lock. It's the Vosteed Raccoon with the compression button lock deal. Really snappy, really smooth. It's the best version of this compression button lock deal that I've tried. What's up, Pizza? Good to see you, man. The Acorn versus the Raccoon. The Acorn's good too, but I like the Raccoon a little bit better. Are you talking about that Lion Steel? Nano? Interesting. What's up, Jim? 7 months? Right on, man. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, you're talking about the Spy Mito. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like the design. It just felt weird to me, and the detent wasn't like it was okay. The detent wasn't like really snappy like I wanted it to be. Nightshade, I fucking love the Nightshade. Mini's okay. It's a little small to be a crossbar. It's a little small to have a crossbar lock because you feel a little bit crammed on the knife when you're trying to pull it down to disengage the lock. But it's fine. I prefer the regular size one though. So for the next mod competition, it's not going to be for a while, but we might do just anything goes. You know, you can mod any knife you want, no parameters. I think that'd be pretty cool. We need to give this away tonight. This was one that Jason had donated. We were going to give it away in a blade cartel, but we keep forgetting. This is the CVV Appalachian Drifter, and it's really a very similar to the Jack Wolf Gunslinger. Really sick hollow grind with the clip point. Excellent little top flipper, like really good. And fuller for the reverse flick. This thing is really sweet. Super duper sweet. We'll give it away later. No, it's a liner lock. Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll probably have more submissions that way too. But Spydercos are really easy to mod just because there's so many options everywhere. But there's, you know, there's other, there's a lot of mods you can do on Benchmades. A lot of options for those. What else? And those are the two main ones. Straps are coming along. I'm doing a bigger batch this time, so it's going to take a little longer. I'm making 16 of them this time. But they're all cut out. I'm about halfway done rounding all the corners on all of them. I should make some good progress this weekend. I don't think that was a Rosecraft. Wasn't that a Rough Rider? Pretty sure it was a Rough Rider. Yeah, man. If we do the anything goes, then absolutely. You'll be able to enter that one. Later, Chris. Keep it USA. That's a good idea, too. Yeah. Straps are $65, but the list is completely full. So you're going to have to wait till the next batch. I said it was full when I got to 10, but people just kept hitting me up, and I was like, all right, whatever. But 16 is my max. It'll just take too long if I keep adding more people. Anything goes with the price cap. That's interesting. That's interesting, yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, man. Rough Rider makes some pretty decent shit for the money. Yeah, that shield is the first thing to go. I think mine fell out too. I've had case shields fall out too. It's like, come on, dude, use some good glue. What's up, Jay? Bad knife into a good knife. The one I could think of right off the top of my head is the bug out. Buy that knife stock. It sucks ass. Mod it and make it good. What's up, Kelly? Yeah, man, the Manix 2 is amazing. Amazing. I can't wait to get mine back. I lent it out to Running with Knives. He has it right now. Let's give away something. I'm gonna give away a flashlight too. But we'll do this one. We'll do this one first. The Appalachian Drifter. We'll give this puppy away right now. Hashtag Drifter. Put that in the chat. That'll enter you. You know what I started listening to today that I hadn't even thought of in so long? Weezer. Listen to some Weezer today. Pretty good stuff. Pretty cool stuff. Bell Witch, nice. I saw them once. I passed my motorcycle test today, the written one. So now I have my permit. Now I'm legally driving it. It's actually kind of hard. I got, I think, like 4 or 5 wrong. I was like, fuck, dude, am I going to fail this piece of shit? And then I didn't. I must have been like 1 or 2 questions short of failing it. I thought I was going to. One of the ones that fucked me up was really weird. It was like, if you are like putting weight on your motorcycle, like if you have like a heavy bag or something you're bringing with you, where should you store it? And the options were toward the front of the bike, which is obviously no. And it was strap it to the frame of the bike. And then another one was on the passenger seat, I think it was. And I said on the passenger seat because that's where like the saddlebags would be. But the answer was strap it to the frame. I have no idea what that even means. I know, it's kind of interesting how that works. Well, you still have the permit, so you're still able to ride it, even though you... Oh, you mean the written? Yeah. I mean, they couldn't stop you. I don't think they wouldn't like run out and say, "Hey, you're not supposed to be riding that." But maybe they would. All right, let's do the drawing. Extra credit for a wheelie. Boot dagger, I know. I do. So no, I still got my Sabanger. Yeah, I know. There's definitely like kind of tricky questions in there. Try to trip you up. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but for some reason, when they said frame, I thought like on the side or something like that. I don't know, like on the side of the frame. Because the other option was on the passenger seat. I don't know. Here we go. Let's draw it. Marco. Congrats, bud. You won the Appalachian Drifter. Marco. Drifter. I know. I thought you were going to get it. You were one away. One name away. Oh yeah. Didn't you just take your truck driving test? Was that you? I bet that one's hard. I still haven't decided if I'm gonna do like the sheriff's driving test or do the DMV one. If I want to do the sheriff's course, it's a more involved. Um, it's like an actual class you go to, and then at the end you do their test, and it's much easier because you've just spent this time all the time learning the stuff, and then they test you right there. The DMV you just go in and you just go around the cones and do the shit, and I heard it's pretty hard. But the sheriff's program thing is like $500 for the course. If you complete that, you waive the DMV driving test. So I don't know yet. I don't know what I'll do. I'll probably end up going the cheaper route because $500 is a lot. What's up, Paul? Tested in a 10-speed sleeper truck with a 53-foot trailer. Woof, damn, dude. That's scary. There's like a box trailer. Damn, dude. Do the sheriff test. Yeah, I would like to. If it was just a couple $100 cheaper, I definitely would. Yeah, I have been riding, and the permit's good for a whole year, so I'm not really in any rush. I'll probably just keep riding for another few months, and then if I feel like really good and confident, then I'll just do the DMV one. If I still feel like I need to learn some things, maybe I'll do the sheriff's one. So that is that their testing truck that they just use for the tests, or do you have to bring a truck? Yeah, yeah, I bet. What's a strapless restraint? Is that the thing that kind of like grabs the tire? Just emulsions. I haven't yet, just because I want to sell them cheap. But if I do, I've been selling them for $10 if you add it to the strop when you're buying a strop already. But if I sell them for $10, it's almost not even worth it because shipping will be like $5, and I'll be actually losing money probably. Um, so if I sell them by themselves, I'll need to charge a little bit more. But I am willing to do it. I just need to come up with a price. They provide the truck. Okay, gotcha. Goes through the rear axle and clips in. Okay, nice, man. Where are you bringing your bike to? Like the track, or what? Where are you bringing it to? You had to use their little enduro sized bikes. Probably easier though. Is it easier to do the test because you're on a lightweight bike? Maybe not though. What's a 5 and 1? What's that? That's cool, man. You're making your own. That's great. To the track, okay. How many knives do you all own? How long have you been crack collectors enthusiasts? I haven't counted in a while. I think I'm somewhere around 65, 70, maybe around there. Um, and I think like about 4 years I've been into knives. Not at 6'1". Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I see what you mean. 5 micron and 1 micron. What does that mean? How can it be both in one? I don't know much about compound, guys. I make my own and it works good. That's all I know. Scared to count. What's a ballpark? Six, down from 15. Consolidated to a few ultra nice knives. I've always fantasized about doing that. I think it'd be pretty cool, but I have a YouTube channel and I kind of need a collection of knives to pull from for videos and such. If I didn't make videos, well, I don't know if I would. I would like to. I would be more likely to do that if I didn't make videos. Doody juice. Doody juice. is the best stropping compound available. Oh, you're saying 5-in-1, like 2 separate bottles. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't get that technical with it. I know the stuff I buy is 14,000 grit, which I think is like 2 micron. What's up, man? 1 year. You've been hanging out. That's what you've been doing. Hanging out with some cool people. Right on, man. I'm glad. I miss it. Yeah, whatever 14,000 grit is, I'm not sure. Somebody probably knows. Somebody told me a while back. I forget what they said, though. I have the thing right here. Yeah, it doesn't say on the thing. It said on the listing, though. 14,000. And like last year, I got a smell of 31 tone too. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that. Nice, man. Able to thumb flick it already. Nice. I wasn't able to thumb flick mine when I first got it. After I took it apart and lubed it, then I was. Awesome, man. Glad you like it. $100 right now. That's a pretty good number. I don't think that's overly much. Later, Kathleen. Nice, man. That's a sweet knife. I just Google it. How many microns is 14,000 grit? It's 1 micron. Okay, there you go. It's 1 micron. The Doody juice is 1 micron. Thanks, Ron. Good reminder. The flashlight I wanted to give away is this little guy. I just did the video on this today. It'll come out later at some point. The brand is Sofern, and it's a really nice little EDC size. It's got a deep carry clip. It's got a rechargeable battery that's actually replaceable, which is sweet because you don't have to just throw away the light when the battery eventually dies over the course of a few years or however long it takes. But it's USB-C rechargeable, so it's got a moonlight. I think it's like 1 or 2 lumens. It's really low. Up to something. I don't know exactly how bright it is. It's really bright. It's got a turbo mode and a strobe as well. And it's just a nice little package. Nice and small. Pretty well. Thanks for asking, man. pretty well. We're going to Hearst Castle this weekend. Do a Hearst Castle tour. What's up, Jesse? My compound? I haven't been selling my compound just by itself, only with a strop. So I need to figure out if someone wants just the compound, how much I would charge for that. I'm thinking probably, I don't know, 20 bucks, maybe 15. Probably maybe 15 plus shipping, which would be about 20 anyways. It is super cool. I went there once when I was younger, and I kind of remember it. I remember the pool was really cool. That's kind of really all I remember though. So it'll be cool to go back there. Yeah, yeah, you can see zebras out there too. $50, no micarta, modern. Well, $50. Maybe Vosteed. There's some pretty good options from Vosteed for around $50. Or Megron, yeah. I haven't even looked because I really can't spend any money right now. But yes, there's a lot of Spyderco sales happening right now. But I have not allowed myself to look. Yeah, the Acorn's great, but it's micarta. Unless they have a non-micarta version of it, they might. Let's see, because yeah, the Acorn is really good. Let's see. Let's see if they do. Nope, just micarta. Let's see what else they got. There's a raccoon with a top liner lock in G10. Oh wait, no, never mind. That's micarta. Is there a G10? That's micarta. Micarta. No, never mind. There's not. What else here? Nightshade. That'd be sick. You get a mini Nightshade. Oh, that's $100 for carbon fiber one. The Corgi is $59. Let me just pull this up. Corgi's $59. Is this one? Oh yeah, here's gonna okay, here we go. Oh, that's just a regular button lock though. That's not the top lock. But there's a raccoon and aluminum handle for 72. Yeah, I would probably stay away from the crossbar locked raccoons and the button locked ones. The top lock is the best. It is the best one. Mini Nightshade. Yeah, it's small, but it's not like tiny. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, this thing's awesome. I think you would like something like this. Super slicey, very snappy and fun. Yeah, Citizen Kane was a movie based on Hearst's life. Mayaro, less than 50, yeah. Titius. That's a good one. I know, it's almost like overwhelming. The budget knife market has exploded. I can't even keep up with all the budget knives. There's some YouTube channels that do mostly only budget knives. You know, they keep up with that, with all that stuff. I don't really. But the best budget knife I've gotten in a long time is this raccoon. Paul's got a big ass G10 Tucson for $40 there, Drewski. Pyrite, yeah. There's a bunch of pyrites. Bunch of them. All right, let's give away this light. Hashtag light. Not being creative today. Hashtag light. If you want to try to win this little EDC light. Comes with a lanyard too in the box. And then we'll talk about the Jack Wolf Benny before we go, because I have some thoughts. I have some thoughts on the Benny. Everyone get it in? Okie dokie, let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Todd Carr. Congrats, Todd Carr. Todd Carr. Sofern SC13. Congrats, buddy. Hit me up with your addresses, Marco and Todd. Let's talk about this. The new Jack Wolf Benny. I didn't buy this. My buddy Byron bought it and had it sent to me first so that I could review it. Instagram or email, Todd, that's fine. Now, my first thought when I saw this knife, first saw a picture of it, saw that it was coming out, was, wow, that's awfully similar to the Gunslinger, which is his other locking knife, besides the After Hours. And I was almost confused for a second because I was like, wait, why would he do that? Why would he come out with a knife so similar to the gunslinger? You know, it's a very similar blade shape. This one has a little bit more belly, and the clip on the gunslinger is a little bit lower. But it is similar. I'll get it out here. It's definitely similar. It's right around the same size. The Benny is just like maybe a 1/4 inch longer, but the handle's also a little bit beefier. A little bit more to grab onto. It's a little thicker. Still got that full length backspacer like on the gunslinger. Same blade stock thickness, much thicker grind. And you're also losing that full hollow. This is not a full hollow. The gunslinger is a full hollow. Well, this is not. So in my mind, this is just a worse version of the gunslinger. It's heavier, it's not as slicey, and the blade shape is not as useful. Look how, I mean, you have to raise this almost up to like a 90-degree angle if you want to use the tip for utility cutting. It's crazy. This one, it's a pretty drop down tip for being a clip point. It's really useful. It is a hollow grind, but barely. It is not a very deep hollow grind. But it is hollow. I can feel it. And it's not the full hollow, so it stops. Get the light right. You can see the line. It stops right here. You can kind of see a little bit better there. The gunslinger is a full hollow, so that grind goes all the way up and disappears up into nothing at the spine. So I think it's the worst version of the gunslinger. Now, if you try to get a gunslinger and you missed out, or maybe you know, now you want one and you can't get one, you know, this could fill your void. The action is great. You don't get the ting noise that you get on the gunslinger, unfortunately. But the D10 feels great. The reverse flick's great. The front flipper is great, just like on the gunslinger. It's pretty smooth. Probably will break in even better. I like the texture. I like the purple. The clip is a problem. Same thing with the gunslinger. If you wear pants with thick pocket seams, it's not going to go in all the way. It's going to stop about right there. If you have thick seams, because there's just not enough room in there for your seam to go all the way up. Same thing with the Benny. Same thing. I had this in my pocket today in my Carhartts, and this much was sticking out of my pocket. So it's just not great. But the clip's removable. It comes with a great filler tab if you want to just carry it in a slip or do something else with it. You can do that too. So all that said, I like the gunslinger a lot better. I think he should have gone with a new blade shape. You know, we have the sheep's foot on the after hours. We have the clip point on the gunslinger. Do like maybe a warney or a spear point. It's just really similar. And that was the first thing that I thought was, man, that's really similar. I don't need one because I already have the gunslinger. And I think a lot of people had that thought as well. So those are my thoughts. What's up, dude? What's up, Rolly? Warncliffe would be really cool. Yeah. It would be really cool. The purple looks great. Yeah, it does. I think it looks really good. Just to demonstrate how thick the grind is, look at the tip right here. The light's not going to work. Here, maybe I can do this. Here we go. Look how thick that tip is. Now look how thick it is on the gunslinger. See that difference? It gets so thick at the tip of this thing. Watch this. Watch this. At the very tip on the Benny, it goes up to 30 thousandths. Up at the very tip here. About 1/8 of an inch down from the very tip. Now if we go down another maybe 1/4 inch, what are we at? 18. So it gets really thick starting about right there where my fingernail is. So if you want to do utility cuts, not only do you have to get way up to get to it, once you're up there, it's not a thin, precise tip. You're at 30 thousandths behind the edge all the way up there. So there you go. Blade stock is not very much thicker. It's either the same or very close. Let's see. On the Benny, it is 116 thousandths. On the Gunslinger, it's 117 thousandths. So yeah, basically the same. Giveaways are already done, brother. We already did them. So that's it. We're at about an hour. Let's wrap it up. It is S90V, yes. I just like my Gunslinger a lot better. You get the little ting noise too. Now let's measure the tip on the Gunslinger. So on the Benny, it was 30 thousandths. I'm going to go to the same spot on the Gunslinger. 20 thousandths. Much thinner. We already gave away a light and a knife. You too, Javon. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Let's wrap it up. Friday tomorrow. Hope you guys have a great Friday. And then the weekend will be here. I'll be in here Saturday morning again. 6:30 a.m. Pacific. And yeah, that's it. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. See you soon.